North Vietnam, 1972. American B-52s dropped 20,000 tons of bombs in just 11 days.
When the B-52 part crashed into the lake, apparently it just, it fell out of the sky.
One of those planes is still resting in this lake, tucked away in a Hanoi neighborhood. Chuck Searcy fought in Vietnam as a U.S. soldier and returned in 1992.
The amazing thing was that we were welcomed by everyone with open arms.
Searcy now advises a nonprofit working to rid Vietnam of unexploded mines.
I felt a great responsibility, and I felt a great opportunity as well to represent the sentiments of a lot of my friends. I think they would very much support what I have tried to do and others in a very modest way to rebuild the relationship between the U.S. and Vietnam, and to recognize that we never should have been enemies.
For the Confucianist Vietnamese, restoring harmony is a deeply held value. When Truy Duc lost 16 years with his dad during the war, his father became a political prisoner, spending time at the infamous Hanoi Hilton before being shipped to a re-education camp.
And people say, well, how can you forgive the fact that your father was taken away and you lived for 16 years without your father? And I say, well, if I'm bitter about it, it's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to get me the 16 years back.
But Duc says cultural values weren't the only reason Vietnam welcomed Americans back. There was also a need to rebuild.
If you compare the 20 years of conflict to the benefit of being friends with the world, then the choice is clear. You make friends.
And you can see the benefits of friendship all around this city. Vietnam is now one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
Hanoi has bridged the divide between old enemies before. It was here in 1995 that the American diplomatic mission was established, the first in Vietnam in nearly 20 years. And 5 years later, U.S. President Bill Clinton arrived with a message for the Vietnamese people.
Finally, America is coming to see Vietnam, as your people have asked for years, as a country, not a war.
Chuck Searcy says the American soul-searching that occurred after the Vietnam War holds a lesson for Pyongyang.
Their North Korean friends could learn a lot from Vietnam about how to maintain their integrity, their sovereignty, and their independence at the same time that they accept friendships and shared contributions from other countries, including the U.S.
As this city's landscape shows, Vietnam is still restoring balance between reminders of war and monuments to peace. Jessica Stone, CGTN, Hanoi, Vietnam.